Hi my little llamas, it's Salma Lama, your spiritual bestie, and I'm here to help you create the life of your dreams, so make sure to subscribe. In this video, I'm gonna do my makeup and tell you a story, the story, of how the universe has guided me to my purpose. So let's begin. So the story begins in 2018. I had worked with this couple and I did a subconscious clearing with them. I'll link the video above if you want to hear about that story. But anyways, this woman called me like 2 weeks later. She said she wanted to meet up and talk to me. So I was like, okay. So I went and met up with her and she starts telling me that she's never heard anybody talk about the universe the way I have, and about like the signs and the synchronicities. And she said that she sees me just making videos about that and helping others and teaching others about how to talk to the universe, especially if they don't know how to use their intuition. So when this lady said I should make videos about talking to the universe and teaching others how to do it, I felt a lot of fear, but also excited. And then I just thought in my head, oh, I'll just write a book about it at some point. That's a little more low-key. Actually, that same day, I went home and I channeled the first page of the book. Like, it literally just came through me. And to this day, still the only page that's been written so far, but one day the book will come out. Fast forward to 2022. The universe had guided me to this one-day Dr. Joe Dispenza event in Sedona. I went by myself, and this woman who was also by herself ended up sitting next to me. So as Dr. Joe was talking and teaching, every few minutes he has you turn to your neighbor and just talk about what you just learned. So her and I became friends. And during the lunch break, she invited me to lunch with her. So we're sitting there at lunch and she says, "You remind me of these YouTubers that I watch. You should become a YouTuber and talk about all this stuff." And then she had mentioned that a couple of them live in Vegas, and she said that I'd probably run into them, which in my head, I was like, I probably won't. Vegas is so big. So I come back home and my mom had just started working on a Moroccan YouTube channel for herself. She tells me that I should start a YouTube channel. I was like, oh, that's interesting. This is the second time YouTube specifically has popped up. I don't know if I mentioned, now we're in 2020. So the one-day retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza was in 2020. And then this whole thing with my mom happened a few days after I got back. So after that, might have been like a week or two later, I don't have the precise timing, but all of these events just happened like very close to each other. So my friend invites me on a hike and I go, and then he starts talking about YouTube and how he wants to create a YouTube channel since he's already a videographer. And then he's like, why don't you start a YouTube and talk about all your spiritual universe stuff? And he tells me I have a camera that you can use and I can show you some quick editing tips since you don't know how to edit. Now that's time number 3. So then I was just like, okay, sure. Then shortly after that, my friend invites me to the gym. She gets me in with one of her passes. So the one day I go with her to the gym, the YouTuber that woman told me, who lives in Vegas, happens to be at that gym that day. And I was just like blown away. You know, the universe has its jokes, and when it really wants you to know something, it just makes it repeat over and over and over again. And you just have to be aware and listen. So I see him and I'm like, okay, the universe wants me to do YouTube. I hear it loud and clear. I guess I need to figure out how to make YouTube videos. I gotta figure out how to use a camera. I gotta figure out how to edit. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say. So something else that I want to mention was 2020 was my Saturn return. So if you know what that is, you know. If you don't know what that is, it's a very intense astrological event that happens where you learn these very deep, intense lessons that you take with you for the rest of your life. And that was also happening during 2020. So I only made 2 videos that year because I was honestly just overwhelmed with so many things in 2020. It was a heavy year. Fast forward to 2021, I felt like I was letting the universe down because I had only made 2 videos and they were just so hard for me to make. There were so many new things I was learning about it and none of it was really flowing for me, and I just didn't know what to talk about, to be honest with you. Which, fast forward to the present moment, I realized that was all my subconscious blocks that were starting to pop up, but I didn't know that at the time. I just found everything to be difficult. And I'll make a separate video about all my subconscious blocks because that's a really interesting story as well. Okay, this is where the story gets really crazy. So it's June 2021. The universe guided me to a Dr. Joe Dispenza week-long advanced retreat. Day one of this retreat, they have these tables that can fit 5 people. So my friend and I sit at one. We have 3 empty seats, and these 3 boys walk over to our table, and the first thing one of them says, he looks at me and he goes, "What are you, a YouTuber or something?" Trying to be sarcastic and funny. So it was just hilarious that those were his first words to me, and the universe really has a sense of humor. That's how he broke the ice, and we actually all became friends. So that was another sign from the universe. During this retreat, it's all about meditation, manifestation, all those fun things. We were meditating for long periods of time every single day. Like we were just doing meditation after meditation after meditation. So every day you would get better and better and better at it. Then at one point, I start having visions of my future, and I see my YouTube channel. And it's funny because it only showed me what I was allowed to see. So I saw my subscribers and how many I had, and I was shocked when I saw that. I also saw my profile picture, which is why I recently changed my profile picture to the picture of my tapestry, which I call my higher self, which is Salma Lama. And at this retreat, it became even more clear that this Buddha on the tapestry was my higher self, which is Salma Lama, because I spoke to her. Sometimes I would be her, and other times she would be standing next to me or sitting next to me holding my hand. So it was really crazy. It was like my future self, because I would be in such deep meditation all day long, was coming to see me and like contacting me. She represents the ultimate version of myself, and she was just coming to me and contacting me, and I could feel her energy, and I could feel what it is going to feel like when I become her. So I saw her as my profile picture. I saw how many views one of my videos had, but I did not see what I was talking about or what kind of content I was making, which I would have loved to see at the time. So the universe was showing me the possibilities and my success, which obviously currently I was not experiencing. I was just having like more difficulties with it, trying to figure out what to do, what to make videos about, what to say, how to be, how to act, how to edit, how to film. You know, just like anytime you're starting something new, it's hard, especially when you're starting from square one, like don't know how to do it at all. Also, while I was at this retreat, those boys, so there's 1,500 people at this retreat, and you can sit somewhere different every day, but we would run into them everywhere we were every single day. We could not escape each other at all during this retreat. And while we were at that retreat, one of the other boys actually ended up telling me that he had purchased this course for YouTube and he gave it to me. That was the universe gifting me a guide to YouTube, which I haven't really used until very recently, to be honest. And another message that I got at that retreat was to let go of everything that was holding me back, which when I got that message, I didn't understand it in that moment. I didn't really understand it until 2022, a whole year later. So for the rest of 2021, I continued to try to make videos, and I would always wonder, what kind of videos was my future self making? How did I become successful? Because I still didn't really know like what I should be making videos about. Even though I didn't know, I knew that the universe wanted me to do it. So in 2022, I decided that I was just gonna try my best. I was gonna make as many videos as I could about things that were happening in the moment or just what I was thinking about, and just try my best and just try to be more consistent with it. This eyelash is like, it looks like I have 3 eyelashes, which I am not happy about. And that's when all my subconscious blocks started to appear. So that's what that message was about, having to let it all go at the retreat that I got, that I didn't understand in that moment. It felt like a constant uphill battle. Like as I was trying to make videos, all of these blocks would pop up, these feelings. It was just one after another. But the universe would constantly guide me to figuring out what it was and how to remove the block. 2022 was a definite year of overcoming myself, overcoming my subconscious blocks, and like working through all these things that I had no idea were there, and then they just started appearing. And sometimes I would know where they came from, sometimes I wouldn't. So if you ever want to go on a quick deep dive into your subconscious blocks, try following your purpose and following your actual dream that comes from your heart, and everything that is holding you back will appear to you very clearly, one after another. Whatever is in your way is going to show up. And that's a fast-forwarded way of doing that. It's difficult, but I highly recommend it. It's gonna be worth it. And then finally, December 2022, something amazing happened. My friend and I had a day that was pretty much divinely guided by the universe. And by the end of the day, I was left with this feeling of intense love in my heart. And I've experienced this feeling before. It's like where your heart chakra is, where your heart center is, it just opens wide up. It's almost like a portal. First, I'm myself, I'm my human self, I'm Salma. Then I can sink deeper into it and I become my higher self, Salma Lama. And then you go deeper and you're suddenly connected with the oneness, the universe, pure love. It's like when you're there, you know you have access to the truth. While I was there, it suddenly just came to me. I am supposed to make YouTube videos about talking to the universe, something that I do every single day, something that I love, something that has completely changed my life, something that I teach all of the people that I'm closest to. Obviously this makes sense, but I guess all of my fears, all of my subconscious blocks were holding me back from just being able to talk about this. But in that moment, suddenly I felt free. I felt like this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what my soul wants. This is what the universe wants. This is my purpose. This is my passion. This is literally what I love. And I just have to talk about what I love. It literally came from the center of the universe, like from my heart. So I just felt so happy because I finally knew what I was talking about when I saw the vision of my future. And it was something that I love. And it was like I was freed from this prison of, what am I doing? What am I supposed to make videos about? I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint the universe. And I was just in that cycle for 2.5 years, not really knowing what to do, just releasing my subconscious blocks, and boom. Finally, when the time was right, when I was ready to receive it, I did. But I had to get all of the other crap out of the way so I could receive this message. Because in 2018, that woman told me exactly this, but I couldn't receive it yet. I was like, oh, I'll write a book. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make videos talking about that. What are people going to think of me? Maybe they're going to think I'm this crazy lady talking to this invisible air. I wasn't ready, but the moment I was ready, it just came through. And it was so amazing because after that finally was able to come through for me, the universe had divinely orchestrated one of my friends being where I was at the time, and I discussed with her what it was I was supposed to be making videos about. And then she kind of helped me get the topics together for my videos to teach it, because I've been doing this for so long. I'm constantly learning because the universe uses everything to communicate with you. It'll introduce new signs to me all the time, and then I learn what they are, and it's like a new word that we know together. But I also have this natural ability with it. Some people will learn how to play the piano and they just have this like natural ability or this gift with it. And then others, they need a step-by-step and more practice. So with talking to the universe, since it's kind of like this thing that is my purpose, it does come naturally for me. So I needed her to help me break it down into steps. So if I'm ever talking about it and you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below so then I know what people have questions about and I can make videos about it. Because talking to the universe at this point is like breathing for me. But it was so amazing how at that time I got that clarity, and then my friend was there to be able to help me kind of put a structure to my videos and what I wanted to talk about. And it was just so helpful and so relieving because this was something that I was literally questioning for 2.5 years, trying to figure it out. Okay, so now it's January 2023. One of my friends calls me and she tells me she had a dream that she went to my YouTube and I had millions of subscribers and this crazy feeling. She called to just tell me that. It matched up to my vision of my future that I had at Joe Dispenza. So I just took it as the universe giving me another sign to help hype me up because I need it. If the universe wasn't constantly giving me these signs and cheering me on, I would probably have given up 3 months in, 2.5 years ago. But because it's constantly told me like, this is for you, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Even though it has been hard and it's been a journey, it has still felt right. And sometimes when things are super hard, they just don't feel right, and it's like not what you're supposed to be doing because there's so much resistance. But with this, it was like the resistance was definitely there, and they were subconscious blocks, but the universe was constantly there to tell me, this is for you, keep going. This is for you, keep going. This is for you. And it'll like give me glimpses of success. I have like, I think 2,700 subscribers right now. So we're slowly climbing the ladder, but you never know. I could have 1 million subscribers in a year from now, tomorrow, 5 years from now. We don't know the timeline. I just gotta continue doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, something else. The same week, I was searching a video that I posted and YouTube glitched. Like it had my video and it showed me that I had millions of subscribers, but it was a glitch because I don't have millions of subscribers. So literally the universe made my computer or YouTube glitch to show me that, to like give me hope. Like this is gonna work. People are gonna like this. This is gonna help people. People wanna watch your videos and you're not as terrible as you think you are, and this is actually gonna help. So now it is February 2023. I have been able to make more videos than I usually make. And you know, they're not perfect, but I am getting better. And all that stress that I used to feel about it, I don't really have. And what's been amazing is that when I am figuring out what I want to say in the videos, I get that feeling that I felt in December when I knew I was supposed to do this. So it's not like as intense, like completely in the oneness, but I feel it. Part of it comes back to me as I'm kind of like writing down what I want the video to be about or what I'm supposed to say, because I am forgetful, okay? Sometimes I'll be forgetting. I gotta write some things down so I don't forget to say them. We are not perfect here, but we trying. It's very cool to be doing something that connects me to that beautiful feeling in the center of my heart. The divine, the universe is with me on this journey as I do this, holding my hand every step of the way. And this energy I know is always with me, but I feel it even more when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Just so you know, this energy is always with you. So that has pretty much been the journey so far. And I know with the universe, there's always an unfolding. You know, the universe is infinite, we're infinite, and there's always like the next step or the next thing. I'm just doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm gonna continue following the guidance of the universe. See where I end up and see where this beautiful journey takes me. I'm gonna continue stepping into my purpose and talking about the universe and whatever else feels good and feels right to me. Even when I feel fear, I'm still going to continue stepping into it. I've come to understand from doing this that there's different levels to it, and it's like you overcome one thing or do something that you feel like you were never able to do before, and then you overcome more and more parts of yourself by doing that. So Salma is going to continue following Salma Lama's footsteps. Oh, another fun thing that I didn't mention is that very recently, if you have seen my shorts, how I have my fun little face on Salma Lama, that was something that was also divinely guided. It was kind of this idea that I had, and then I wasn't sure if it was too crazy or weird, because I am just crazy and weird. Like, I'm gonna share this stuff with you. And I'm also, the only thing I can do is be myself. And that's also something that the universe has constantly been pushing me towards. The point of what I'm saying is I thought of this idea to put my face on the tapestry and just be really funny. Pretty much just like be the person that I would be when I'm hanging out with friends. When I thought of making a video like that, that same feeling came through my heart again. I can't speak and do my lips. So that was just another confirmation that the universe is like, you're gonna make videos about what you love. You're gonna be your weird self, and that's how this is all gonna work. So like, how cool is that? What more could a person want? So make sure to check out some of my shorts, because like Salma Lama has a lot to say, okay? She like wants to talk to you about some important stuff. Listen to your intuition, talk to the universe. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. If you want to support my YouTube channel, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment, you can like this video, and you can share this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.